run coalition government, whatever the case. There is a proper procedure under the Penal Code and the laws of Kenya for any criminal who conducts any criminal act to be tried by the jurors of their peers, to be put together and put in prison for as long as it takes for the crime they commit. But we cannot create fear in our children and actually sit down here and glorify the fact that a 12-year-old girl watching television at home can die from a stray bullet. And I mean, even in hell, I'm sure there must be a procedure. The devil himself, you know, there must be a procedure even in hell. I mean, this is absurd. And I want to say, you cannot, I mean, even Hitler had gas chambers. You didn't even give him a shower. Before he burnt you to us. I mean, this guy, Subaru's wounded men and women, you know, abducting children and shooting. I mean, even in Vietnam, there were rules. A sniper would hide by the tree. I mean, this you're watching television. I mean, I want to condemn in the strongest terms, and I want to tell Jacob, siasa duaruparo. Jacob, siasa duaruparo. Please don't allow this country one day to say Raila must go. Raila, you know, is out of love, but on this one, you're wrong.
Yeah. All right. Kaluma, so I want to just hear from you. Yeah. I know you've been at loggerheads also with the Secretary General of your party. No, Edwin Sifuna. Not so. On a lot of things that he's, you know, pronouncing. He's actually said this memorandum of understanding is dead. This is where we had the broad-based government predicated on. So are we essentially saying that maybe there will be an exit because this is not holding?
Yes, the MOU was between political parties, the ODM and the UDA party. And both parties processed it through their relevant systems and organs. ODM at the middle letter is Democratic Party. There are things that my brother Sifuna will speak as Secretary General of the party when he's speaking for the party as the spokesperson. And usually there are things upon which there is a resolution, and you see them reading them after a meeting of the party of whatever level of organ. Sometimes NEC, sometimes Central Management Committee, sometimes elsewhere. But remember, Sifuna also is a person in his own right. Okay? And the Democratic Party that we are allows you to not lose yourself just because you are a Secretary General of the party. Just as it also does not allow you to impose your own personal views on the party. So I will defend to the hilt the views of Sifuna, as I also defend the position of the party. And so to me, I don't think...
So how do we as public decipher that this is Sifuna speaking and this is not the party?
Yes.
Because if he comes, we know this is the party that
is what I've said. The Secretary General, when he speaks on behalf of the party, is reading a decision of the party. And you've seen very many circumstances when he does so. Like 3 days before, you saw the party organ met and created, among others, a team to review this MOU. So essentially, how it is being implemented. So those are his views.
Okay, so essentially, when he's coming for a TV interview.
Because we had when he's going for TV interview, Sifuna is in all right to say anything. And by the way, we are least bothered about what then he says, just as the party may not be bothered by what I say here. But Dibal, and so I'm telling you, I've not personally heard of any plan to exit Sifuna, and I will not be a party to it because we would be going against the D in the ODM. So let Sifuna speak as an individual. When we want him to speak as a party official, like when he was reading the MOU, okay? He also speaks as a party. If ODM and UDA were to go into a coalition, let me shock you, so long as Sifuna is the Secretary General, he'll also come and read it in spite of whatever he would say in the media anyway. But let me address very quickly a few issues which have arisen. There is need to compensate Kenyans who were injured, but most importantly, those who were killed. And the cases like